Most cats aren't hurt by what we think, they're hurt by what we never notice. Small, everyday moments, things done with love, routine, or good intentions can slowly change how safe a cat feels in their own home. Tonight, we're not talking about mistakes, we're talking about invisible moments that shape your cat's trust more than you realize. Cats don't experience the world the way we do. They don't filter life through logic or intention, but through patterns. And here's the quiet mystery. Your cat reacts less to what you do and more to how predictable and emotionally safe it feels over time. Some of the most painful things for a cat aren't dramatic at all. They're subtle, repetitive, ordinary, so ordinary you've probably never questioned them. Let's begin with the first one. Inconsistent affection. One moment you're cuddling your cat, the next you're busy, distracted, or gently pushing them away. To us, this feels normal. To a cat, it creates emotional static. Cats form attachment through predictable emotional availability. When affection appears and disappears without a pattern, the cat's nervous system stays alert, even when they look calm. You might notice micro signs. Your cat hesitates before approaching. They sit near you but don't fully relax. Their tail wraps tightly instead of loosely resting. This isn't independence, it's emotional caution. The pain here isn't rejection, it's uncertainty. And uncertainty is one of the most stressful states for a cat's mind. Now here's something even quieter. Something many loving owners believe is helpful, but your cat may experience very differently. 2. Talking too much around them. Human voices are emotionally loaded to cats. Not the words, but the rhythm, volume, and direction. Constant talking, especially sudden changes in tone, overwhelms a cat's auditory processing. Cats evolved to listen for danger, not conversation. What hurts isn't noise, it's unfiltered emotional sound. Watch closely, ears rotating backward, slow blink stopping. A body that stays still, but tense. Your cat isn't annoyed. They're regulating stress silently. The more emotional energy fills the space, the less room your cat has to feel grounded. If your cat ever leaves a room when nothing bad happened, it's often because their nervous system simply reached capacity. They didn't leave you, they left the intensity. 3. Moving them without warning. Lifting a cat seems harmless, but for cats, movement without consent removes their greatest safety tool, control. Cats feel secure when they can predict motion, when they can choose escape routes, when gravity behaves as expected. Being picked up suddenly, even gently, creates a momentary loss of spatial trust. Microsigns. This hurts them. Stiff pause, holding breath. Jumping down quickly and walking away. Over time, this teaches a cat that proximity equals risk. They may still sit near you, but their body never fully softens. The next one happens every single day, and almost no one connects it to emotional pain. 4. Ignoring their sleep boundaries. Cats sleep up to 16 hours a day, but not just for rest. Sleep is when cats reset emotionally. Interruptions, petting, noise, moving them just a little, disrupt this regulation cycle. A cat woken repeatedly enters a state similar to chronic stress. You might notice increased irritability, less play, sudden withdrawal. This isn't moodiness, it's nervous system fatigue. To a cat, being allowed to sleep undisturbed is a form of deep respect. 5. Cleaning their scent away too often. This one feels counterintuitive. We clean to love, cats scent to belong. Their scent is emotional information. It tells them, I exist here, I'm safe here. When bedding, favourite spots, or even litter areas are cleaned too frequently or too thoroughly, a cat loses that emotional map. This creates subtle anxiety, excessive rubbing, remarking, restlessness. Your cat isn't being territorial, they're trying to restore emotional continuity. Now, let's talk about something that doesn't look harmful at all. In fact, it looks like care. 6. Watching them too closely. Direct, prolonged eye contact feels intimate to humans. To cats, it can feel like evaluation. When a cat is constantly watched, especially while eating, using the litter box, or resting, they remain semi-alert instead of relaxed. You might see pauses mid-meal, stopping grooming early, choosing hidden spots. The pain here is subtle but real, the inability to fully let go. Safety to a cat includes privacy. 7. Expecting them to get used to it. This is the most invisible hurt of all. Cats don't simply get used to stress, they adapt around it. That adaptation often looks like less expression, less play, less closeness, which many people mistake for maturity. But emotionally, the cat has just learned, my needs are quieter than the environment, and that quiet shrinking is the deepest form of hurt. Cats don't ask for perfection, they ask for awareness. Most of what hurts them isn't cruelty, it's unconscious rhythm, tiny moments repeated without reflection. When you begin to notice these invisible things, something changes. Your cat doesn't just behave differently, they soften, they linger, they rest more deeply. And in that quiet shift, a cat feels something care, not control, not ownership, but safety.